Burt Pearson Sr. was born into a construction family in St. Joe, Michigan.
So my father grew up in St. Joe, was born here. In fact, he was born in a local house in Stevensville on the kitchen table.
His first exposure to the construction industry was through his father, Joel Pearson. While traveling to job sites in Kentucky, Joel would work in the front seat of the car while Burt drove. He was just 13 years old at the time.
There are stories of him driving, and there was one bump on the road that they always look forward to see if they get the car airborne. So, they had a good time back then.
Burt Sr. was attending Northwestern University for engineering when he was drafted into the Army Air Corps, serving in Washington, D.C. during World War II. When he returned home from service and knowing he was going to enter the family business, he changed to Western Michigan University to study business administration instead of engineering.
I think running a company involves all the aspects of business, engineering, architecture, and business management. Without business management, the rest of it doesn't usually fall in place too well.
He also returned to the field working as a carpenter to really learn the business. His first job as a project manager was in the Upper Peninsula for the Escanaba water plant. Burt was instrumental in establishing Pearson Engineering to allow the company to provide design and build services to their clients, which eventually expanded to include an architectural division and a prefabricated metal building division. In 1963, after the untimely death of his father Joel, Burt's uncles voted for him to become the president of Pearson Construction. It was a challenging transition, but Burt Sr. loved the construction business.
They took vacations, once a year, but his business was here 7 days a week, suit and tie every day. It's hard to find a picture of him without a suit and tie on.
As much as Burt Sr. loved the industry, he also valued the relationships he maintained with clients as well as employees, family, and friends.
He was always proud of self-performing work, keeping the field going. He was proud of helping people out, whether it was employees, clients, or friends. I know he paid some bills for people, keep them out of trouble, and they sometimes would pay him back, sometimes they wouldn't, but there was always a relationship there. So, how he treated employees, we have no turnover out of our office. One of the successes that my dad had in the business, or what made us successful, was treating people fairly and honestly. He liked nothing better than doing a change order back to the client.
One aspect of the construction industry that Burt Sr. found particularly enjoyable was bid day.
The mayhem that goes on as you're closing a bid. He thrived on delivering bids. I remember riding with him where I was scared to death, riding in the car as he's driving 90 mile an hour down a country road trying to get somewhere.
Construction industry veterans and newcomers alike can find guidance in one of the principles that Burt Sr. lived by.
My dad's always operated, do what's right. Even when you have been wronged, you do what is right. But you got to listen to those words carefully, because in the industry, you can be right and still not come out on top. So, but he always, taught me, taught our staff here that, what is the right thing.
Burt Pearson Sr. spent a lifetime building Southwest Michigan. His dedication to the industry validated by a multitude of completed projects and valued relationships.
He was proud of every building that we did. He was proud of his contacts with the clients. He was respected in the community by peers and business people. That was his backbone. He took care of family members. He took care of his friends and associates.